Hey guys, Mike, Newfound Past. Just a quick little hangout video. I got a couple things to ship. Let me make sure I'm in the hangout here. Make sure it's working. Yeah. I invited a couple other people to come in, but they may not. It's fine if it's not. If it's just me. Usually have a few people to come and hang out. Yeah, I guess so. It sold one thing so far this morning. But hey, Michelle, you're always number one. I tell you, that's awesome. Just finished up with Scott, the Bearded Picker show a little while ago. Grabbed me a quick shower, quick workout, and figured I'd jump on here and do a. Hey man, how's it going? But I just got I was saying I got most of my things yesterday sold before noon, which is weird. After noon, I kind of everything fell off. But the good part of that was I got to mail everything out yesterday, so I only got two things to package up this morning. Sold one earlier this morning. Had a couple of extreme lowball offers last night, like 25% of the asking price. And, you get emotional, you shouldn't, but I just automatic reject them. But what I should do is counter with 10% off or something, because I've heard that the eBay algorithm rewards that back and forth to your listing and maybe bump it up. I don't know how true that is because I don't know anything about algorithms, but it could be true. Who knows? I had a good long discussion on Scott the Beard Pickers channel this morning. Oh, hey, there's Justin.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Yeah, pretty crap morning, man. Just I just messaged you
because I saw you didn't do a show this morning.
Yeah.
Like something
must. Well, I spent an hour getting my wife's car back in the driveway. Yeah, so we're stuck right now. I'm trying to figure out a way to get to the. I gotta get to the storage unit to the post office because I don't know. Usually eBay, when there's weather stuff, they put that thing on the dashboard, but they haven't put anything. So I sent a message to eBay for business, and I just don't want all these shipments to count against me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and especially if your area they hasn't been cleared off. How do they expect you to get out?
Right. Yeah. What are you guys up to this morning?
Oh, not a whole lot. I was pleasantly surprised that Scott had me on his channel this morning.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
real cool.
Because I was just in there in the chat, and he was like, he sent me a Hangouts invite, and I'm like, freaking cool,
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just a good dude, I guess.
Yeah, he is. He's a real good guy. I think he recognizes people that are doing this, who are like legitimate, if that makes sense. I don't mean that in any particular way or throwing shade at anyone, but I'm just saying, like, I think real recognizes real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. O'Shan Deals has a question here for us. Can you explain how to measure girth of packages? Is this too big for USPS? 20 by 14 by 13. Thanks.
Nothing's too big for USPS. If you're referring to like cubic, I think that's too large for cubic shipping. But I mean, once you put in the measurements, you just gotta be careful to make sure you know what you're shipping in, because the USPS is like FedEx, where after a certain amount, dimensional along with weight kicks in to up the price.
Yeah, and I don't know that off the top of my head, because you exceed a certain dimension and the price goes up dramatically. I mean, dramatically, and that's where it's worth investing in a box resizer, because 1 inch can make the difference on
absolutely $5 difference. Sorry guys, I'm having breakfast while I do this, so
that's okay.
I figured I'd pop in for a little bit, and I have my breakfast and hang out with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying before, most of my crap sold before my merchandise sold before noon yesterday, so most of it went out. So I only got two things to package up, and that's what I was kind of going to do here. Sold one thing this morning, but at least it was a $70 item, so got that going for me.
Nice. I haven't sold crap this morning.
which is I guess a bad thing and a good thing if you can't get to your storage unit. That's a
Yeah, I had a good day yesterday. Though. I think yesterday we did like 360, I think, gross. So I mean, not too bad for a Monday.
Yeah, that's real good. Let me see what I did here. I got 3 different windows pulled up here. Yesterday, I think it was in the twos. At 270, 276 yesterday. So,
Nice.
not too bad.
No, I say any day that's above 250, I'm fine with.
Yeah. Yeah. Heck, I'm still, if I get above 200, I'm like, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
The more the better, but
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, last time I had breakfast this morning, I do this. Man, to get way off topic, I was like, my weight was like going way up. I was above like 290.
Right.
Just crazy. I'm fat, and I tried keto for a while and it works, but it messed with my kidney function.
It'll do that. Yeah. And also I did keto for a long time. I had great success with it too, Mike. But my issue with keto was twofold. I started my hairline started to recede. So as soon as I stopped keto, that stopped. But also when I stopped keto, you put the weight back on plus interest. That's what I found.
So in lieu of that, I do a little workout every morning. I'm not hardcore at all. I will do squats, but not weighted squats. I'll just literally my own body weight. I'll do like 150 of those, and I'll do a few 50 push-ups. And sometimes I get on my recumbent bike. But the main thing that I do is intermittent fasting. That works for me, and no sugar. That's the hard one, but no sugar.
Yep.
So I've lost. I went from I was probably 295, and I was 242 this morning. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna really start getting back into it. Figure out something.
Man, when I was 290, I would climb the stairs of my house and I'd be wheezing. And I was like, I got to do something different.
That's one thing, man, I'll say for myself is I'm a bigger dude, but I have my thyroid is completely screwed up. So I when I was in my early to mid 20s, man, I was 140. I could barely keep weight on. And then I got the freaking Hashimoto thing and my thyroid and my metabolism got all screwed up. So just, it was like a downward spiral once I hit 27. But the good thing is I work standing up. I stay relatively active. So I still obviously if I go run a mile or something, I'm going to be extremely winded. Right. But for the most part, I'm fine doing, whatever,
Yeah, absolutely.
But it sucks, man. When you deal with thyroid issues or you have a weaker metabolism, it just makes it that much harder. I mean, it's hard for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Especially the older you get. Let me see. What year is this? 2018. I'm 42.
You're still young, Mike.
Yeah, still relatively young.
Ain't shit.
But every year that passes, it just gets harder. Working out.
Yeah.
Every bit of it gets harder because back in my Marine days, I was super in shape and everything was so easy. Now it's so hard. But it is the way it is. Aging is a bee,
Yeah, man, it's all mindset though. I mean, yeah, our bodies will break down and whatnot, but I'm a proponent of aging as just it's a mindset, right? Just stay active and keep learning. That's the key. Once you stop learning, that's when you die because there's no point of you being here anymore.
Yeah, that's why we was talking about doing this. There's no retirement for me because I'll be flipping stuff the rest of my life.
Yep.
No doubt about it. It's I don't care if I'm 75 and then, assisted living or whatever, or 90, hopefully, Always something to do. So, yeah, I got a couple things. Luckily, one thing is right here that I sold. Obviously, I did this yesterday. I was like, I was show packing up, but I'm not going to talk about the item or how much it cost or what I got for it because that's what a sold video is for. But,
right.
Just package up because I got all my package stuff right here. And,
Yeah, I need to make a sold video.
Oh, you got a bunch of stuff stacked up, probably, don't you?
Yeah, well, I normally do a live sold on Mondays. I didn't yesterday because we did the show in the morning and then the working hangout. So I'm going to do a pre-recorded one, but just got to do it.
Yep. Yeah, the holiday. Usually I do 25 items, just flat, because basically we was talking about iMovie, and iMovie, my wife has all these templates made. And since I do 25 items, it's this, some of it's the same every week, the graphics and stuff. So but I'm selling a lot more than that. So, and I want to show everything I sell, but sometimes
Right.
I do that.
Yeah. What I try to do is like, look, I'm not hiding any sales from you guys. If y'all want to see, here's the store link. It's in the bottom, or whatever. Go check it out. But this is the stuff I can fit on screen for video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
go ahead.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing. But some weeks, if I did a what sold video of every single thing that moved, it'd be like an hour and a half long video, and it wouldn't be that interesting. You know what I mean? It'd be like
Especially
a lot of like
item after item that's $15. This
exactly, yeah. Because I mean, I love the home runs, but those bread and butter items, man, that's what keeps the ship sailing and the bills paid.
Absolutely. Let me see if we got any at the chat here. Jennifer, good morning, everyone. Is there any recourse if USPS is late delivering priority mail? Shipped 2 weeks ago and still not delivered. Buyer left 1 star on Etsy and will damage. If the buyer still hasn't gotten that package, Jennifer, you need to do a package search like pronto.
Yeah.
Because if and USPS will look for it, more than likely they're not going to find it because this has happened to me a couple of times. But do a package search and let them do their thing, and then file for the insurance and refund it.
Luckily, my package searches I've only had to do it 4 times, and they've always ended up to the buyer. It took a long time, but
really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because I've had to do it like twice, and yeah, both times nothing. But it is what it is. On the first one, I actually got the label back in the mail like 4 months later. Like, sorry, we couldn't locate your package, but we found the label. But it's fine. I mean, it stinks for the buyer because you always want to make your buyers happy, but that stuff happens, it just does. What can you do? Let's see what else we got here. The Truth said, RVA flips. Weird thing for me is the weight never bothered as much as the others. I guess I just didn't see myself as that big, and I was flirting with 400 pounds. Yeah. I mean, some people just carry weight differently too. I mean, that's why these BMI scales, I'm not all about those because I know one size doesn't fit all. Like BMI scales, I should weigh, at my height, I should weigh like 180 pounds, which is what I weighed in high school. When I was in high school, I looked like a stick figure. I would look almost sickly at that weight. And they said that's the BMI, recommended weight. I don't think so.
Well, I'll also say this, man. I have buddies of mine who are like, they're like in their 30s and, they're thin as a rail, but they're probably more out of shape than I am. Just you can be skinny fat. And I don't mean like you appear fat. I mean like, if you have a really great metabolism or if you have like hyperthyroid, which is the opposite of what I have, where, it's like almost impossible to put weight on, your inner, like your organs and everything can be in worse shape than someone that's extremely, extremely overweight. You know what I mean? So it's not always a judgment of someone's conditioning, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense. But yeah, I have a buddy of mine who can barely he walks 2 miles, he's like out of it, and he's like, it looks like a stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy because like here in DC, sometimes we'll get friends and family in, and to do the National Mall, and for people who don't know, the National Mall is where all the big monuments are. You do a big loop. If you do that loop in one day, that's like 14 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do that no problem, but a lot of people, are like, oh my God, this is so far.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it is. That's why I tell people they think they can see DC in a weekend. Think again, because there is so much stuff. There's like 13 Smithsonian's alone, and each of those can take half a day. So yeah, still awesome to see though. But if you're going to come to DC, have at least a week or 2 or break it up. What else we got here? Yeah, the Truth said lower carbs, and lower carbs does work like Justin and I was talking about, but it's just not for everyone. Like I said, my doctor freaked out when she saw my kidney function when I was doing low carb.
Oh.
So
now I will say, like, if you can do one thing that did work for me, Mike, is you got rid of like the bread like type carbs, but you like focus, like you got your carbs from like let's say like stuff like legumes and beans and that kind of stuff. That will still keep you down. Like you stay away from like milk, so you don't raise the glycemic index. And that worked for a bit too. It's kind of like they call it the slow carb diet, where it's like you're not eating like the breads and stuff like that, but you're still getting carbs in your system. But you still got to be careful because if you have a kidney that responded to like the no carb thing, it still may have issue with that. So, you know, you just never know, man.
Yeah, as soon as I had another check, obviously, because I was freaked out. But as soon as I went, I didn't start just eating massive breads and stuff. But and I still don't keep bread in the house. But like once a week we'll have spaghetti, that kind of stuff.
You see, that's my downfall, man. Is I'm a bread. Like my wife hates bread, man. I love bread. I
love it. Trust me, I miss it every day. But
yeah,
man. And me mainly, we talk about carbs, but me mainly, 90% of my crap is sugar. If I can stay away from sugar, I'll keep the weight off.
See, that's me. See, I'm not a sweet guy, man. Like I've never been with like bread and what's my other and I'm not I drink beer every now and then, but I'm not like a huge I'll have like maybe like a beer every other day or something.
Yeah.
So that's never really been an issue, but yeah, it's mainly the bread, man. And I did quit coffee creamer because I drink so much coffee throughout the day that even just putting a tablespoon of coffee creamer each time, that adds up real quick.
I got a good one for you then. Because I'm no sugar. At Aldi, they have a sugar-free coffee creamer.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really good.
I'll go check it out. Yeah, we just opened one up right by the house.
Because I forget what flavor it is, but they have all different kinds of flavors. They have like French vanilla and hazelnut. I think we do the hazelnut. It is really good.
Cool. And
it's sugar-free. So that's what I drink every day. Yeah, I admire people that can do black coffee because I can't do it.
Well.
I put Truvia in my coffee and a little bit of sugar-free hazelnut creamer.
Truvia is the same as like Zevia, right? It's just it's what are they?
More of a natural sweetener, kind of like like not a chemical sweetener or an alcohol sweetener.
Right. Yeah, I try to stay away from aspartame and stuff like that.
Let me see. I don't think people are just chatting, which is great.
30 Santa says he uses a ton of creamer in his coffee. Yeah.
John asked, "Do you have a health condition, Mike?" No, I'm healthy as a horse. I was just fat. So, Monty, I am a diabetic, so no sugar, but I still have a Coke or Dr. Pepper. He still has a Coke or a Dr. Pepper in the morning. Oh my goodness. So I guess it's still cold. It's still cold up here. That's why the weather's hanging around down there, right?
Yeah, it's I need it to go away, dude. It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna try to get back out here in about 15-20 minutes, but I'm just letting the sun do its thing for a little bit,
Yeah, absolutely. That's what Scott, he did that video this morning. He's like, I gotta go. It's cold. It's warmed up a little bit, so I think he's going to Atlanta today to do some RA.
Nice.
I got to get more into that, man. I'm telling you. I guess I'm so far behind with my regular eBay stuff. I'm kind of fearful of trying to dip my toes in RA and getting that much farther behind. But I know
my thing with I think it's great. It's something don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I won't ever. I do it a little bit, but for me, I just don't really enjoy it. I kind of like the one-offs, and I know you're not going to be a millionaire doing the one-offs, but I'm not trying to be a millionaire. You know what I mean?
Oh no, just make a living.
But if I ever get where I actually enjoy going and doing RA, though, I'll definitely do it. But
I think that's the biggest problem I have with it is just driving to store after store after store looking for kind of the same stuff. I just because in the thrift store you can go in, you never can tell what you're going to find.
Right, it's like a treasure hunt. So I kind of enjoy that, and I like yard sales. I absolutely love because you just never know what you're going to find at a yard sale.
Yeah. I need to do more yard selling. I didn't do that much this past year just because, I don't know, this area is so weird with yard sales and it's so big. I need to do more of it. Got here.
Unique Trader she said any clothing sellers saying about moving on a listing and just spraying things. Unique Trader, I don't really focus on seasonal. I'll list jackets in the summer and I'll list short sleeve shirts in the winter, because it all sells. Over the summer I think I sold 4 or 5 winter jackets at what they would go for in the winter. With online sales, because especially if you're shipping international, whether it be direct or through GSP, I feel like there's always weather's always different wherever things are at. So those items I list, I don't I don't really stress too much about like, oh, I'm only going to list like winter stuff in the winter, or like, or like winter stuff in the fall, and I don't know. That's just me. I'll just list whatever I have. What about you, Mike?
I'm the same way, Justin. I've told people this before, and I said it in Scott's show today. I sell Christmas stuff in summer.
Yeah.
So I sell air conditioners in winter. Yeah, I don't do the seasonal game. For one, I don't have the storage space for it.
Yeah.
And two, I just don't want to mess with it. So, but everybody has their own philosophy. Just like we talk about all the time, it's not one.
Yeah, the only way I would see it, like if you're someone that's like trying not to pay extra additional listing fees, or like let's say you have like a basic store at $250 and you don't want to pay above that. But for me, like right now I have a premium store, and I'm actually trying to work my way up to where it makes sense to have an anchor. So like I have no problem, like, because like basically 2 items sell. Like let's say I'm paying an additional $70 for an additional 700 listings, right? Well, whatever it is, it's 10 cents a listing. I don't know if I did that math right, but either way, yeah, I think it's $70. If I'm paying an additional $70 on top of my $60 store fee, and 2 or 3 items sell, or even like 1 item sells out of those 700, it's paid for all of those listings. So I don't really stress listing fees. I just kind of see it like a cost of doing business, just like if I was running a storefront.
Yeah, absolutely. Like what was that number? 3,400 listings is the.
Yeah, that's where it's. I mean, for me, once I hit 3,000 listings, I'm able to maintain. That's when I'll go ahead and upgrade. But yeah, that's when it starts to make the most sense. Is around 3,400.
Yeah, and I may get there one day, but I'm not pushing it because I got my second account I'm about to take to premium, and yeah, so we'll see.
Unique Trader, she says she has the $60 store. You have the premium level store, Unique, or Junk Trader, however you. I'm gonna keep calling it Unique. I just think that sounds better.
You got the 1,000 item level, whichever one it is.
Yep, that's that. I think that's what most of us have. I know a few, like I want to get to where it makes sense to have an anchor store, just because I don't like having to balance having multiple accounts. That's my thing. It's just like everything is in my name anyway, and it's all tied to my IP address. So if my account gets screwed, they're all getting screwed. So I just don't worry about it too much. But
more than likely you're not going to, because you'd have to have a major like life catastrophic event for you to mess up your account. So because
yeah.
I mean, eBay's way more forgiving than Amazon, and so
yeah, they are. Especially like I've been on the platform since 2005, so
yeah,
I've been on there a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I got these 2 little plaques going to California. Too bad they won't fit in the padded flat rate. I don't think they're going to fit in a regional rate box either. So kind of cipher what the.
Hold on, let me look at what you got. Hold on a second, Mike. I don't like looking at myself on the camera, so I never have it pulled up. Hold on a second. I'm like the most neurotic person to be doing YouTube. It's pretty funny. Hold on. Here's the thing. All right, show it again.
Got these 2 plaques.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to figure out the best way to ship them to California. They are 15.
What are they made of? Are they wood?
They're wood. Yeah.
Do you have any large? I mean, you got them bubble wrap pretty nicely. If you do another layer of bubble wrap going around the other end, do you have like a large poly bag you could set them in and put some cardboard in there with it to kind of support it?
I don't think I have a poly bag big enough for that. The biggest poly bags, I need to order some more. Like we was talking about those big ones you had yesterday. Yeah. The biggest one I have are these.
Yep. Yeah. Get yourself some of the. I mean, obviously, it's not going to help you today. Yeah. But I do that with board games, man. I've never had an issue. We talk about I like shrink wrap it, hit it with the heat gun, bubble wrap it real good, put it in a poly bag with some cardboard insert, good to go.
Because that's the same as being boxed anyway.
Exactly. And it's not gonna, it's nice and tight. It's not gonna wiggle around. It's good to go. Yeah.
I mean, for those of you watching, the difference on this, like if this would fit in a regional rate A box, it'd probably be $10.
Yeah.
But being regular priority, this will probably be $20. So it's $10 difference on that. I mean, I'm just guessing, but that's probably about what it's going to be.
They wouldn't squeeze into a regional B, would they? Like the flatter regional Bs?
I don't think so. They're too wide.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
But
And if guys, if y'all are like a newer or you don't mess with the regional rate boxes, you need to order. They're free. Order yourself some of every size regional A and regional B box, and at least just price compare if you have a heavy item that can fit in them. Because basically, what the regional rate does, no matter where it's going in the U.S., if it fits in that box, it's getting shipped at the 3-pound rate. So,
yep, and it can save you some pretty big money. So,
yep.
Attention to those regional rates.
A lot of people don't know about them or don't mess with them. You know, they just think flat rates, and the regional rate boxes are next to cubic shipping. That's like one of the hacks, you know.
Yep, and I know that I'm flat rate boxes, regular flat rate boxes. I probably use the least of anything. You know,
I don't use them hardly at all. Yep.
Because it just doesn't make sense with the other options out there. So.
Yeah, like the small flat rates are so small you can't fit anything in them. The medium flat rates are good, I guess, if you're shipping like a lot of magazines. But the large, I never use the large ones for like anything because I can generally ship it cheaper. Like, you know, if it's I just don't use them.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm going up to my bins. Going up here.
Yeah.
I got one thing to get from up here, and I know exactly where it is. So. I love it when I know exactly where something is. I haven't opened your spreadsheet yet, but I'm after the, like I talked about before, after the holiday season's over, I'm going to redo this whole area, and I'm going to re-inventory everything and get that spreadsheet going because that's one of my weaknesses is tracking the inventory. So there's been several times where something will get ordered and I'm like, I know in general where stuff is. I have it categorized, but I'm like, I have no idea where this is.
Right. Yeah.
So got to get organized, people. Your Land Sharp Picker, your thrift store sells priority boxes sometimes. I guess that's peak flipping if you're trying to sell something that you can get for free. You guys remember back in the day before people started abusing it that you could get the priority mail tape for free? That was awesome. But yep, they took that away.
You can still get the priority tape for free if you're
really nice or in with a clerk. But
yeah. But it doesn't do me any good though because it's 2-inch. And ever since I switched to 3-inch tape, I never will use 2-inch tape again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going through this last. I got a few more things of it of this 2-inch tape because I got it on sale. You know, like extreme clearance.
Yeah.
As soon as this stuff is gone, I'm getting 3-inch. So. Because my dispenser can do 3-inch.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I have a I am like adamant about my tape guns because I suck at using them. So I can only use like the blue and like, you know, beige like U lines. So I have a 2-inch U line and then I have a 3-inch U line, and I keep them both like right over there on the processing table.
Yep.
I love my U lines. Do you like if you try to take my U line, man, it'll be like that. You ever see that movie Office Space with the stapler?
Oh, yeah, it must be. You have my stapler?
Yeah. That's me with my U line tape gun.
Yep. Did you hear the story about this tape dispenser, Justin? I don't remember.
No.
This I've lived an adventurous life in the Marines and played sports and all kinds of stuff, and this is the only time I've had stitches. Was this thing?
Oh wow!
It was facing out like on my desk one day, and I kind of flailed my hand around, and I hit it, and it cut my pinky to the bone. Yep. So I got stitches into the top of my pinky. It's been a couple years ago. Like it flayed that open. I was like, oh, wonderful. Whole life and eBay thrifting is dangerous. So now when I put this on my desk, I don't leave the teeth sitting out. I turn it around.
Yeah. I've sliced myself a few times, but it was with box cutters when I was resizing boxes.
Yeah. It was funny because it was that night, you know, so we went to urgent care and the doctor, you know, I don't know what they was expecting. I opened up the gauze and he was like, oh my. He's like, you're going to need stitches. I'm like, yeah, you think? No, what really hurts is they have to flush it out. Yeah, you want to see a grown man cry? That's what it is.
Yeah, when I was a kid, man, I don't know if any people in the chat remember, but when I was a kid, they would do these stupid like skate parties for like elementary school students.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so it's just basically you get dropped off at a skating rink for like 2 hours on a school night, and somehow I slammed my pinky into the bathroom stall, and it ripped the entirety of my pinky off. And like I had to get stitches, of course, but I still have the freaking scar on my pinky from where that happened. Like I'm looking at it right now. It's yeah. It's,
I bet it was not fun.
and being like, I was probably like 9, and I thought I was gonna die. You know what I mean? Because literally, I could see my bone. It was not a good situation.
Oh my gosh! What do we got here? 2 hip chicks said mistakenly ordered 3-inch tape, so I picked up a gun. Now I hate using 2-inch. Yep, just like Justin said. Once you get the 3-inch, you never go back.
There's a joke there somewhere, but I'm going to refrain.
The crazy card said, I lived a totally boring life and have had stitches about a dozen times. Isn't that crazy? Because I'm telling you, I have, repelled and jumped out of things you shouldn't have jumped out of and been hit in the head way too many times. And yeah, first time I had stitches was eBaying,
Right. Well, that's funny.
Best way to ship a large box, 12 by 18, depth of 10. That's not too big. As a rack with 4 glasses, quart canisters, first time shipping large package.
Are the canisters glass? Oh, yes, they are. I'm stupid. She says right there. I mean, it's not overly large, but it's going to be a pain because you got those 4 glass container canisters that if you don't package it correctly, could easily do the nasty in the box and break.
Because the key to that, Melissa, is obviously you got to double and triple wrap those things. And when you pack it in a box, you got to find a box where they're packed tight. Because if there's any movement in that box, they're going to break. So just by experience, I just know that. Like I had my video yesterday, my live video, I had a couple of packages with 2 mugs in them. I pack those bad boys tight so they can't move. I pick it up after I'm packing it and shake it.
Oh, she's saying they're packaged already. Oh, then you're good, man. That box isn't too big. You're just gonna have to, get a box. Go to like Walmart or Home Depot, and you'll be able to find a box that fits and cut it down to size if it has excess on the top, and just put it in something like that, and just put some void fill in there since it's already packaged and it's already like if it's new, then it's already packaged and it's okay to be shipped. So just like make sure there's void fill in there though, so it's not smacking around in the box.
Yep. And packing peanuts are a pain in the butt, but they're good. But if you don't have any of those, save your egg cartons. Egg cartons are awesome to packing material.
Yeah, and I just use a crap ton of shipping paper. I'll just take it, bunch it up, and shipping paper is my preferred void fill. It's just because, yeah. But what I'll do too, if you have something real fragile, like since that's glass, you could even do like a little layer at the bottom and the top of the box of bubble wrap. So at least like if it gets slammed down, there's a little bit of a a cushion on both sides.
So I don't know if we helped you there at all, but
Thrifty Santa says, about how many items do you list per day? Mike, you go ahead and then I'll answer. My answer is going to be worse than yours.
Oh, I don't know, because like, unfortunately, I don't know. It's doing other stuff between the sourcing, the filming, regular life stuff, grocery shopping stuff. I don't do near as much as I should. Like yesterday, I listed 3 things, but yesterday's a busy day for me. But today, I'm going to try to bang out about 15. And if you just sat down and list and didn't do anything else, you can do way more than that. Like I've had days like that where I've done 50, but that is just literally sitting down, no distractions, and listing.
Right. So for me, it really depends. Like today is kind of going to be a crap day, I think, for me because my wife's home and we're probably we started up Game of Thrones last night and there's a lot of incest in that show. We're like 5 episodes into the first season, so I think we're going to try to finish off the first season today. But like typically it takes me like for let's say like a piece of clothing, it'll take me 10 minutes from start to finish to do a listing. If I am like super hyper focused, I can get through about 40 a day before I'm absolutely sick of listing. But most days I average between 15 to 25. But some days I don't list at all. And I mean, I think I'm just gonna quit reselling and just talk about it on YouTube. I think that's my new career path.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I
think income will take a hit on that, considering we make a big fat zero of that.
I know. Yeah, that's my plan. Is I'm just going to talk about reselling and I actually do it, and then I'll sell information on how to do it.
Start calling it breaking.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. Oh well.
But no, I'm gonna but yeah, typically Barry Thrifty Santa, I'll try to do like a good day would be 25 to 40. A kind of like mediocre day for me is like 10 to 15. And most of my days are mediocre. So I hope
Same. Same here. Yeah, I just pulled up the shipping page for those wooden plaques. Yeah, if I did regular priority mail, it's $20.40. What did I say? I said $20. If I could fit those in regional rate A, it's $10.80. But I don't think there's any chance that's going to happen.
Yeah. I got I don't know where my brain was going. Sorry. John and everyone wearing Teeks is laying in bed watching YouTube. Get your ass up and go list something, my friend. All right, I got to mute for a second. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm trying to find a box for this these wooden plaques. But, I need to put a little bit more wrapping on them, so I'm gonna grab some more bubble wrap. I know you guys can still hear me over here. You're about to hear bubble wrap go. I have my bubble wrap hung up over here in the big rolls, so I can just pull it off of there and grab some when I need. I'll wrap these up. Since these are going all the way to California, I should have known, soon. I had these listed for pretty high price. Got a good offer on them, so I accepted the offer, but I did have free shipping on these, and I should have known it would be California. But still making money off of them.
Hey, Mike, I got to run, but it's been fun, guys. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to try to get my stuff to the post office.
All right, man.
I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, bye. I'm still hanging out, people, so I'm going to finish up packaging these packages. So just going to ramble, I guess. I wonder if this would fit. I don't think it's going to fit in the poly bag, and do the cardboard thing like Justin was talking about. But we'll try. Yeah, there's no way. So I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. Pay the $20 to ship those. Like I said, still made decent profit. So see if they'll fit in this. Oh yeah, I figured that perfect fit for the on this one. This is a 1090, and it's a 1095 box, 1095 priority box. I pretty much knew that these would fit perfectly in there, but the $20 to ship it. Good thing about these boxes, they have this self-adhesive tab. This is a little bit heavy though, so I'll still tape that just to be careful. I probably don't have anyone in this chat that's not subscribed to Justin, but if you're not, go hit him up. He's a really good dude. I was talking earlier. I was on Scott's show this morning, the Bearded Picker. It was a good time with Scott and Steve. We just chit-chatted and let the good times roll. Get an exact weight on this. 4 pounds, 6 ounces. So let's see what it comes out to. 4 pounds, 6 ounces. Calculate that up. Yep, $20, 40 cents. It is what it is. Because these won't even fit. I mean, a large flat rate 1710, but these are even too big for that. So there's no getting around it. Let's just check what FedEx is. I know I've already put it in the priority mailbox, but if this is a $8-10 difference, I'll change the box. So $20.40 for priority mail. Let's check FedEx just for the heck of it. Because sometimes it's cheaper. Sometimes it's not. Okay. So you gotta pick your packaging, and it's 4 pounds and what did I say, 6 ounces. Calculate that up. It's always fun to have someone to bounce ideas off of. Yeah, you look at this. I can't show it to you because I don't have the OBS or whatever, but the FedEx home delivery is $13.32, and that's the cheapest. FedEx Smart Post is $13.59. I can't do, like I said, I can't use this box, so I have to rebox them, but that is a $7 difference. Is it worth it? Well, I guess it depends on if I have a box or not, if it's worth it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, John, FedEx is, if I always check FedEx on stuff to the West Coast because more often than not, they're cheaper than Postal Service. Because, you know, I'm out on the East Coast, and coast to coast, typically FedEx is cheaper. And if people don't know, FedEx Smart Post, all that is they handle the plane, you know, the coast to coast, and on the once it gets to the West Coast, they hand it off to the Postal Service for delivery. That's all FedEx Smart Post is. Yeah, John, guess 18. It was actually, what did I say, 13? Yeah, 13.32. Crazy difference. So I have to rebox that here in a minute. Usually, Melissa, that's not a mistake. I've had I've had, you know, $20, $25 price difference between Postal Service and FedEx. Like this, just this little bitty package here is a $7 difference between them. Well, before I cut that open, I'm going to see if I can find a box that these things will fit in. I'm sure I have something. It's just finding it. Yeah, I don't think that'll fit now. I have a lot of new boxes, you know, regular plain boxes, but they're usually bigger boxes. So got to head over here to this side. Got all kinds of boxes broken down. Let's see if we can find one that's close at least. I don't know, the Amazon 1AE may work. Come over here and kind of size it up against this box. Amazon 1AE box. No, I don't think that'll work. No, there's no way I know about where this is going in this box. So that's not long enough. Let's see here. Because these were about 15. Yeah, that's the problem. These were about 15 inches long and about 12 or 13 inches tall. And that's where I'm running into the problem. Back in the day, they haven't had them for several years, but back in the day, FedEx or Postal Service had a priority box that was 15 by 15 by 12, and I loved that box. That box was awesome. They got rid of it about 3 years ago, of course. Yeah, bad weather everywhere. Justin's still dealing with that. He's like, he didn't even know if he's going to be able to make it to a storage unit today. Boy, Lubbock, Texas, getting hit with 14 inches, that would shut everything down because they're not used to that there. Thrifty Santa asks, oh, he's asking John, never mind. Do you charge shipping, free shipping? Because I do a combination of both. So, yeah. All right, still on the box hunt. Like duck hunt, but for boxes. I got some eBay boxes down here, but I don't think any of them will work. But they're all, you know, the eBay boxes are usually smaller type boxes. I think the biggest eBay box I have is a 12 by 12 by 12. That box is full of stuff. I don't think that'll work either anyway. Get my tape measure out. Well, it's close. 13 3/4, but that was about 15, so that's not going to work either. No, that's the crux of the issues when you go to shipping. Like you're stuck with the boxes you have. Like I can save $7 by doing this FedEx, but I'd also have to make a special trip to go to FedEx because I don't have a regular FedEx pickup. Whereas the mailman, my mailman knows to pick up stuff every day. But $7 difference, but I don't have a box. So what do? You just bite the bullet? You pay the $7? I don't know. Oh, okay. There you go, Denise. Thanks. Always got to be one moron, doesn't there? I got him. Thanks for letting me know, Denise. People are such idiots, but it's got to be, you got to remind yourself how pathetic their life must be if, like, to go into a small time YouTuber's channel. I'm a small time guy and try to pull stuff like that. Just what a pathetic, sad life they live. And, it's just pathetic. But anyway, yeah. So, always back to talking about this box, but I guess I may have to just bite the bullet and get my probably I guess now I'm at the point where I need to add mods anyway. So, and Denise, you're a good one, and Michelle is a good one as well. Let me make a couple more since I'm here. Whoops. Where is exactly? So yeah, they're just, I mean, it's sad. It's pathetic. Just sad. Yeah, I guess this package, I guess I'm going to go ahead and just do priority mail with it because I don't think I have a box to fit it. I was just scrolling back through the comments just to look. Oh, yeah, Sue Ann, you being here, I'm going to make you one as well because, yeah. You guys are always in here, a combination of you, so. Oh, there's Michelle. Yeah, I was looking for you too, Michelle. I'm going to make you a mod. So there you go. So hopefully you guys, if that guy comes back or some other moron that doesn't have anything better to do with their life, can slam the ban hammer on them. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send this priority because time is money. I got to remember to check for that kind of box size and try to get some of those. It's always that that size priority box, that 15, was it 15 by 12? Yeah, 15 by 13 by 3 or 4-ish. I need to get some of those, just regular cardboard, not priority. Everybody sells good yesterday. Like I said, almost everything. Not almost everything I sold yesterday was before noon. It was kind of bizarre. So I already had most of everything out because my mailman runs about in between noon and 1. So I only have 2 things to package up here. Sold 1 yesterday afternoon and 1 this morning. Had 2 extreme lowball offers. Like extreme lowball, like I had something listed for pretty high dollar. It was a pretty high dollar item, like I had 300 or something like that, and somebody offered $50 for it. Like, just no. It's like, what's wrong with you? And another listed for 100 that somebody offered $20 on. I'm like, no. Like I said, I should just counter those with like $5 off just to mess with them, but I don't have time to mess with them. If they're not going to be serious about an offer, then I don't have time for them. This other package is going to Maryland. It's just right up the road from me. Let's see what else we got here. Junk says, do you do posh mics? Some, very limited, not a lot. I need to get better at cross posting because I sell tons of clothes. The truth, I had a day of lowball offers. Crazy. Yeah, isn't it frustrating? That's why I don't like. I guess I should be better about putting auto declines on. This is what I need to do if I'm going to keep on doing best offers. Yeah, it's just people. I get some more bubble wrap. I was trying to figure out the Amazon affiliate links thing yesterday, and I got to work on that more today because a lot of people ask about my supplies and where I get them, where I get my bubble wrap and stuff, and I'll do some. I'll work on that today to get some Amazon links put up because at least we make a few pennies off the Amazon affiliate links, especially if you're already going to buy stuff. May as well help a brother out. Whoops, I missed completely on that piece of tape. Luckily, this item will be, well, this one's only going to Maryland anyway, but this will be first class. My phone is going crazy. I don't know what that was about. But I had 2 of this item, and I listed them last week, and they both sold within the past 2 days. So that's pretty cool. A poly bag. Poly bag it up. Yep, the 10 ounces. Well, 11 ounces. So, let's see here. Calculate that. And eBay is thinking and thinking and thinking. $3.66. That's better. A lot better than 20 bucks. So yeah, that's my 2 items. It's already 11:30, getting close to lunchtime already. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Justin and I were talking about how we eat and everything, and I don't eat breakfast because I do intermittent fasting. Basically, what intermittent fasting is I eat in an 8-hour period. I fast for at least 16 hours and eat in an 8-hour period. So I got to have me some breakfast or lunch or whatever you want to call it here in a minute. What do we got here? I made some mistake my first couple months. Yeah, everybody makes mistakes, Cisco. You just got to, don't let it get you down. You're going to have returns, and you guys probably know what I'm talking about when you get a big return, that pit of your stomach feeling. It's just, it's awful, but you just got to keep on going. What do we see here? Yeah, Denise, the 9 to 5. Like I said, I'm extremely lucky. My wife, I have insurance through her 9 to 5 job, because if it wasn't for that, I'd have to get something on the exchange, and that wouldn't be fun. Some high deductible plan. Yeah, the truth is talking about promoted listings. He experimented with it, and it's not for all people. There's a lot of variables. It depends on what you sell, what categories you sell in. I do promoted listings because I have a lot of clothing. I do a +1, and it really, really helps me out because I sell a lot of clothing, So, but if you're in a lot of hard goods or antiques or collectibles, yeah, I don't think promoted listings would help much either. So, like I said, it's never a one size fits all scenario in this business, is it? So that's really all I have today, guys. I just was going to hang out and box up those things. I'm glad Justin joined us for a little while. I'll go upstairs and edit this a little bit and put his link in the box down there. Yeah, the truth, click-through rate and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I think that's it for today. I'm going to try to list some stuff and get these in the mail and stuff, but you guys have an awesome day. I hope you get a lot of stuff listed. I hope you have a lot of sales. So we'll check you guys later. We'll probably see you tomorrow. Bye.